Introducing yourself as a project manager may not feel like it's a piece of cake, but in this video, I'm going to share with you what I do when I introduce myself to my team for the very first time. And don't forget to stay to the end of this video because I'm going to share with you on how you get your hands on my guide on how to avoid top 10 common mistakes project managers make. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Adriana Girdler, and you've hopped on the best practical project management channel out there, YouTube world. Now, I'm really excited that I'm going to share with you my tips on how to introduce yourself as a project manager. So let's get to it. Do your research. What, Adriana, what are you talking about? We're talking about introductions and you're talking about research. Yes, absolutely. You're the project manager. You're going to have a team reporting into you for the project, right? For the project. And it becomes really important prior to getting to know them or introducing yourself, get a little bit of background information, who they are, what is their subject matter expertise. You're going to want to talk to your manager or the sponsor of the project to get that insight because they're the ones who probably gave you, here are the individuals who are going to be on this project. So definitely ensure you do a little bit of homework, generally speaking, on them to know who you're dealing with. The email introduction. Okay, hopefully you're doing another, what, Adriana? Yes, email introduction. Think about it in this way. You have not met your team yet. You've done a little bit of research, which is excellent. You're trying to figure them out, but the first real way that they get to meet you is through email. That's how we talk in the corporate world. So this email introduction is really going to set the tone for when you do meet with them in person. So this email introduction should be short and sweet, perhaps give a little bit of your project style, just so that you can set the tone with them. Now I have an example for you, so let's go to it. Hi project team, welcome to Project ABC. I wanted to introduce myself. For those who may not know me, my name is Adriana and I'm passionate about projects and working collaboratively. We will be having our first meeting soon and I wanted to let you know I'm excited about this project and working with you. Please watch out for my meeting invite coming to you soon. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Sincerely, Adriana. The in-person or virtual introduction. Okay, now you are here. You are actually going to either be face-to-face, literally on camera, or in person, meeting your project team members for the first time. This really is the impression that they're going to get from you. The good news is you already did the email intro, so you've already set the tone, letting them know what to expect. So how would you do this? Again, if you are virtual, I highly recommend you turn your camera on. They want to see your face. There's a lot of information when you're doing an introduction that way. And when you do turn it on, make sure it's eye level. If you are in person, well, you may want to stand up and walk to the top of the room, wherever that may be, because don't forget, you're the project manager and you are the one who is the leader of this meeting. You're the facilitator. You sent out the invite. So there's nothing wrong with you with going to the top of the room to really introduce yourself. Now, what is it that you're going to say? Very similar to what you did in the email introduction. You want to say your name, who you are, maybe some project experience, and maybe something that is on the personal note because you're going to get to know these people. You want to have a connection with them. So it's not just about business, but a little bit of personal interjecting in that is actually something that everyone can relate to and people really do like. Now again, I have you covered, so let's do that introduction. Hi everyone, welcome to our first team meeting. How exciting. As you know, I'm your fearless project manager, Adriana, and I'm so excited that we're here today. So I've been project managing for over 20 plus years. I have some specific ways that I really like to work that I'm going to share with you and some expectations as well. On a personal note though, I want to share with you some other stuff. I love playing guitar, I'm a runner, I have an amazing family, but even more importantly, you will hear me talk about my little dog. Her name is Yoko. She's a Frenchton. She's my little baby girl. Okay, now that you have that introduction example, remember, keep it brief. You're gonna have plenty of opportunity to share more things about yourself and as well to get to know them. Remember, put a smile on your face. You're introducing yourself for the first time. That's that first impression. I'm also gonna ask you, don't forget to stick around to the end of this video because I have that guide for you that I wanna share on how you can get your hands on that. Ending your intro. Now that you had that example of the body of the introduction, short and sweet, you now want to just use a very quick ending to wrap it all up like a present with a bow on it. And a very simple one that I use all the time is, Now that you know a little bit about me, who would like to go next? Be prepared for questions. If you did end your intro with who would like to go next, allow everyone to do that, but be open to questions. In fact, you may even want to start off asking questions. This is a great opportunity to really get to know the team a little bit more. Maybe it's questions about their experience. Maybe they said something on a personal note because, again, you started that off, which is a great leading by example. So being prepared for those questions is just going to ensure that open communication and the team getting to know each other, which is really important for bonding. And what a great way to kick that off at your first meeting. Follow up. All right, what a great way after the meeting. Your first one, you introduced yourself, your team introduced them. Do a little follow-up. You have a choice. You can do a group follow-up email and just let them know how excited you are to move forward and how nice it is that you're going to be able to work with them. You may even want to consider individual notes to each member of the team so you can get to know them a little bit better, maybe even set up some one-on-ones. But that follow-up is just something that goes that extra mile that can really give out a great impression for you as a project manager. Now that you know how to introduce yourself as a project manager, yay, I'm excited for you because that is setting the tone and so important. Remember what I said to you, if you stick to the end, you need to get this. You need to download it. Where can you get that download? A link is under this video just for you, free. Take advantage of it.